All right. Let's see. Are we good to go? You damn right we're good to go. All right. Let's get it. Come on, studio. Come on. I see that buffer thing going. What are we doing, studio? Studio. YouTube studio. Come on, studio. Yo, YouTube Studio is acting. Oh, there we go. Got me lacking a little bit there, didn't ya? But what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Guardians series recap, series preview live stream. Sorry about the whole thing there with YouTube Studio. You know, takes a little while sometimes for it to pop up on the screen. But we're good. So, Guardians had a big series these last couple of days against the division-leading Twins. And Josh Hader just lost the game. Oh my God, Hader, you freaking bum. Wow, got walked off by the Cardinals. That's tough. I mean, I'm already freaking cooked in fantasy, so it doesn't even matter this week. But anyways, big series against the Twins in Minnesota. And we all know whenever these two face off, there's always shenanigans. These guys and the White Sox, and even the Tigers, even a little bit, there's always shenanigans. And in this game, first game of the series, sheesh, there was a shenanigans overload, especially in the second inning. So the pitching matchup was Xavier Curry against Kenta Maeda. Of course, this game was fun. Yeah. This game was fun for about maybe 10-ish minutes for us. As the Guardians actually struck first in the second inning, courtesy of Andres Jimenez getting it going. You know, and everything. But the scoring-wise, Will Brennan, sac fly, scored a run. Just like that, up 1-0. And then Gabriel Arias, RBI double. Scored another run. And then Bo Naylor, 2-run home run to center field, into the shrubs. For those who don't know how Target Field is like situated, it's kind of like, they have like a berm, a grassy berm, kind of like what you'd see in St. Louis. And then they have like a wall with like shrubs on it. Kind of like what Detroit has. That's the batter's eye. And yeah, Bo hit it into the shrubs. It did not touch the berm at all. Like it flew into the shrubs. I'm pretty sure if you checked now, the ball would probably most likely still be there. So yeah, we were up 4-0. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, good inning. Hopefully Curry can, you know, keep this lead. Yeah, right. So bottom second comes up. And for some reason, a balk was called. And a run scores, made it 4-1. Solano singled, 4-2. And then the Guardian killer came up. Royce Lewis, bases loaded. Grand slam. I think that is the second time he's hit a grand slam off of us. So, just like that, it's 6-4 Twins. Yeah. Nightmare inning for the Guardians. Nightmare. Times 1,000. Not a great game for Curry. No, not at all. Not his best showing. Top of the third comes up. We respond with a run. Made it 6-5. And then immediately after, bottom of the third, off of Daniel Norris. God knows why we pitched him in this freaking game. The dude's a bum. We saw what he does in Detroit. He's scrubby. He's a bum. And Matt Wallner hit a homer off of him, made it 7-5. And then top of the fourth, we would respond again. Quan RBI double, 7-6. And from that point on, it was all Twins. Because bottom of the fourth, they would give us the knockout punch as Jorge Polanco, 3-1 blast. And I believe both homers from, I think it was Wallner and Polanco, might have also been the grand slam and Polanco. Yeah, the grand slam and the homer by Polanco were after very bad pitch calls. Yeah. Because if you look at the map here, I'm not going to show it or anything. I just don't really want to pull it up because it'd piss you guys off, I'm sure. Any Guardians fans watching. The umpire called a pitch that was essentially a paint job, a ball, which led to a foul ball and then the blast. Well, right before that, if you look at the pitch for the grand slam, oh no, the grand slam happened on 2 pitches. Okay, well, it was definitely the Wallner pitch then. If you look at Wallner, well, nah, I don't know why people thought there was another one, but yeah, that one against that Polanco one, that was egregious. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was the dagger, and we lose 10-6. Funderburk making his first start, essentially. Yeah, his first appearance in the majors, gets a win. Had a shutdown inning when he pitched. Curry takes his third loss. He's got a 4.10 ERA, and Winder got his first save with a 4.26 ERA. What's up, Jacob? What's up, B Skrills? If we make the playoffs, I'm going to be shocked. Yeah, I think we're all going to be shocked if we do. That's why I honestly don't think it'll happen. But you never know with this team. This team's done some crazy things in the past. So that's game one. In terms of how the pitchers did, Curry, like I said, he's had better games. 2 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 2 Ks and a homer. But yeah, Curry and Norris got wrecked. And then on the other end, Kenta Maeda. Well, we were beating him up too. 4 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks and a home run. He has a 4.69 ERA. But it was pretty obvious early on that we locked on the Maeda pretty early. And yeah, we just could not like get any more runs across after him because Funderburk came in there, shut us down, and then Winder came in there, and that was it. By the time Funderburk came in, the game was essentially over. So we go to game number 2 of the series. And we faced Pablo Lopez. Of course, I streamed this game, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because, I mean, we watched it together. We had Gavin Williams starting against Pablo. I was really looking forward to this game because Gavin has been phenomenal as of late at times. I mean, he's had some amazing games. But unfortunately, he got hit with bad locating. You know, his location was a little erratic. And to make matters worse, I guess his knee buckled or like his cleat. He said like his spike on his cleats caught the mound and he stumbled off the mound and he wanted to come back in, but Tito was like, no, you're already up there in pitch count. We're going to hold you for this one because we don't want you to get hurt or anything. Be precautionary. But yeah, he only won an inning, 1 walk. That was it. He didn't get tattooed though. That's what's shocking to me. Like, you look at how he did in that inning alone. Pitchers that would have had that problem, they would have given up like 4 runs. I mean, his inning was kind of erratic, but he didn't give up any runs. He walked Julian. Wild pitch allowed him to go to second. That's where he hurt himself. Polanco flew out, Kepler reached on an error because Jose being Jose, trying to do something too quickly, didn't think through it. Got a line out by Correa. He hit Wallner, and then Lewis popped out. So he gave up no runs while being kind of ass. Not even on his own. It wasn't even his fault, really. His pitch location was just off, and then he kind of hurt himself. And he still gave up 0 runs. Trust me, I've seen pitchers in that situation just get absolutely pummeled. Good stuff out of Gavin. You know, he powered through it. Give him credit for that. Because then, literally, the very next inning, Guardians come up, Bo Naylor homered again. Yeah, he homered again. And Tito still refuses to play this guy at times. Feels like he loves to do that. Will Brennan grounded out, though. Oscar, auto swing glitch, who cares? And then Bo Naylor, yep, homered. And just like that, it was 1-0. And then top of the third, the Guardians would score again on a wild pitch by Pablo. So it's 2-0. Cole Calhoun grounded out, scored a run, 3-0. Royce Lewis would homer, of course, making it 3-1. And then Will Brennan, top 7, would get us a run back with an RBI single. And then Michael Taylor would homer in the bottom of the 9th. There's a solo shot, but that's all they would get after that. So Guardians wind up winning game 2 by a final score of 4-2. And the win would actually go to Gaddis, who's 2-1, 4.85 ERA. Pablo takes his 7th loss. He's 3.72 ERA, 9-7 overall. 35 saves now for Class A. Good stuff. We have Pablo, 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks, and a homer. Of course, Gavin only went 1 inning because of the whole thing with his knee. You know, his cleat catching the mound, and he stumbled, and they were being careful with him. Gaddis came in there, and he actually did kind of Gave up 4 hits, but only 1 run. 1 walk, 2 Ks, and a homer. Not bad for Gaddis, given he pitched 3 innings. All right, I'll take it. I'll take that any day. You know, I mean, he's up and down. He's given us some good outings, but he's also been trash too. Yeah. He's like always been good for like 1 or 2 innings, and then he turns to freaking mush afterwards. And then after he came out, Hentges, Stefan, and Sandlin were all fantastic. Heck, Hentges got 4 Ks. And then Class A gave up a home run because he's not invincible. But other than that, offense helped secure the win. Go Guardians. Yeah. What's crazy in the Guardians have a better record than the Padres. People still think the Padres can get to the playoffs over the Guardians. Yeah. And the Guardians are in a much worse division. Yep. So now let's talk about today's game. And like I said, there were shenanigans. So we go to the first part of this game. Tanner Bybee against Sonny Gray. We've had trouble with Sonny Gray over the past. I mean, do I have to go over his freaking resume against us? The dude's always been very, very good against us, it seems like. And it's always shenanigans against him, too. We always get into some sort of shenanigans against this guy. He's 6-5, 3.41 ERA, 96 Ks in now 18 appearances against us. And yeah, I mean, again, the last time we faced him before today, we actually lost. 6 2/3, 10 hits allowed. 3 runs, including on a home run as well. 3 runs allowed and a home run. Now, today, he was great. Yeah. But as was Tanner. Yeah. Tanner was as good, if not better. Tanner went 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks. Gotta work on them walks, my guy. 8 strikeouts, though. So that's good. Sonny Gray, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks allowed. Or 5 Ks, no home runs allowed. In fact, it would be 2-0 for the longest time, thanks to Jorge Polanco, Guardian Killer, with a 2-run RBI single. 2-run single. And then it would be 2-0 up until the top of the 8th, when Stephen Kwan would come up with a runner in scoring position at third base. And he would hit an RBI single to score. Gabe Arias, making it 2-1. And I tell you, we had a chance to do more damage as we take a look at what went down in that top of the 8th. But of course, because Tito has this weird thing where he forgets that he can pinch hit guys late in games. Especially when you have your catcher coming up who's not Bo and Miles Straw. Arias started it off with a double. Haas struck out because he's trash. Let's be real. He's still ass. Ha 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 ha. See what I did there? Ha ha. Straw grounded out, but moved the run to the third. And then Stephen Kwan would single to put us on the board. And we're like, well, we could have done way more damage, but again, we refuse to. We absolutely refuse. We refuse to pinch hit guys. Sorry about that. I was reading something on Twitter. Always love it. We refuse to pinch hit guys late in games, and it almost came back to bite us in this one. Because luckily, though, our bullpen stepped up big time at the end. Big time. I mean, they were huge in this game. Because top of the 9th, we had runner on third. Looking like the Guardians are going to tease again. Here's how the 9th inning went. All right. Top of the 9th, Duran comes in, the closer. Laureano grounded out. Jimenez walked. Brennan singled. All of a sudden, you have 2 on with 1 out. Arias grounded out, which allowed the runners to move up to second and third. They bring in Bo for Eric Haas. And Duran threw a pitch behind Bo. Didn't hit him or anything. And a run scores on a wild pitch. Now, Rocco Bald Ellie came out to challenge. I'm guessing he was most likely challenging to see if the ball hit Bo or something. Because obviously if Bo swung, it would have been a drop third strike. Bo would have been on first, and the game would have been tied. So essentially, wouldn't you want the ball to hit Bo? Runner doesn't score, and you have bases loaded against Miles freaking Straw. We don't know how that would have ended. But no. They challenged. Ruling didn't change. It did not hit him. It was a wild pitch. Runner scores. And then Bo struck out afterwards. So, game continues. We go to the 10th. Trevor Steffen comes out there. And Trevor's been up and down. And luckily in this game, he was phenomenal. This is probably the best we've seen out of him, low-key. But yeah, bottom 9, he comes out there. 3 straight strikeouts against Lewis, Wallner, and Jeffers. I mean, look at these pitches, man. 5 pitch at bat against Lewis. He was all over the place. My dude was dotting him up. He dotted him up lower end, and he struck out. Struck out Lewis. And then he got Wallner and Jeffers called out on strikes. Wallner, this dude threw 4 of 6 pitches in the zone, straight up. 4 of 7, actually. Yeah. And then he threw 2 pitches way in the dirt. I don't even know where that third pitch went. It's not even on the screen. But he got him striking out on a pitch that was like upper corner of like middle of the zone. Perfectly placed pitch. It was disgusting. It was a freaking 4-seam. It was a 4-seam fastball that just ducked right back into the zone. It was disgusting. And then Ryan Jeffers comes up and he was attacking Jeffers. He sliced the zone like diagonal like this. Almost like a triangle. And he went boom, 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 boom. Didn't try to hit him on the outside of anything. He didn't go away from him at all. He was all up in his grill. Foul, swinging strike, foul, and then got him out looking on a pitch that just barely nipped the zone. So that's as good of an outing as you can get from Stephan. Not even lying at all there. So then comes the top of the 10th, and here's how the 10th went. This was fun. Sack bunt for Straw. Okay, moves the runner to third. Lovely. Kwan flies out. Pagan, for some reason, walks Ramirez. Oh, that's what they always do. Let's be real. If you're smart, you walk him. And that's kind of a dumb thing to do because Ramirez has been kind of booty in these situations. And you walk him because you're afraid of him. And you bring up Cole Calhoun, who's been amazing at times. And he once again stings another team in the face. 3-run absolute piss missile to the upper deck in right field. He went over the wall. He didn't ding off the wall like Gabe has done over the 2 or 3 times in this series. He went over the wall and right on the walkway of the upper deck above the wall. Straight up moonshot. He even did a nice little low-key bat flip too. Subtle. He didn't like bat drop, but he didn't like yeet his bat like 50 feet away. It was subtle. It was nice. And he continues to show why we brought him in. I'm actually not even mad about him being Tito's new pet. His go-to guy because he's showing out. I love it. He's old man Cole. And then Ramon Laureano flew out and whatever. So we're up 3 runs, 5-2, bottom 10. Class A comes in and ground out to Solano. Got Taylor to fly out. And then he struck out Julian on absolute filth. Like he literally went bing, and then went bing, and then low, and then boom, right next. Like on the 3 strikes, he had a foul ball, but on essentially 3 of the 4 pitches were all like upper tier. So if you hit it, it goes up. Like he doesn't hit you on the ground. Absolute filth. A swinging strike that was like upper left corner. Beautiful stuff. Love it. Absolute piss missile. Straight up. Yeah. DE. And what's up, Derpy? 6 straight. That 6-game homestand has to be packed, man. 27 to go. 5 back. There's still a chance. Yep. 9-27 against the Reds. Oh, okay. I might consider the Twins series heavily. I think Bo was walking down the first. Well, if you watched, it's like he wasn't like running the first. It's like he was like running away from the ball, getting out of the area. Because I mean, it's a wild pitch. You get the hell out of there. Especially when a guy is coming barreling down third base trying to score. Josh might come back for Twin series. If that happens, that would be lit. Yeah. DE, but I want them to focus on Tampa Bay this weekend. They can't overlook them. Of course. Tristan Shane are on their IL list for the playoff roster. I don't know when they'll be back. I think Bieber can be back by like September 10th, right around that time. We may hear about them taking some rehab starts soon. I don't know. They might be done for the year, though. I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't heard a thing. But me, the player that I want in Cleveland is Harrison Bader. Probably wants to go to a team like the Braves. Well, I think someone actually mentioned this on Twitter, too. I feel like the Guardians are more likely to go after an arm than a bat. I have a feeling they're going to go after like Matt Moore or Cookie. Or even Raylo. Reynaldo Lopez. I think Reynaldo would be an interesting one because he was a starter once upon a time, but then they moved him to the bullpen. So he's like Curry then. Yeah, he's kind of like Xavier Curry. I would love Cookie though. Just for the sentimental part. Just to see Carrasco back in a Guardians uniform after he got traded in the Lindor trade. How sad we were that he got traded. I know he was probably sad that he got traded too. It'd be cool. Like oh, look at Cookie back in a Guardians uniform. That's so cute. Would also help take the load off the rookies, especially if they have their innings limit coming up. I roll with Bader over Straw. If I had to choose douchebag Harrison Bader over Miles Straw, give me the asshole any day of the week. Whoa. You get the idea. Give me the douchebag. Give me the douchebag a-hole over freaking Miles Straw. But crazy dog, Harrison Bader has been struggling as of late. Well, let's see how struggling he's been. Let's just see how ass he's been lately, okay? Let's see how booty he's been. Booty Bader. Oh, does this mean you're going to come out with a masturbator? No. Ew. Disgusting. Get out of here. Invader. Oh, God. You know what else is even more cringe? Not even baseball related, but Eagles fans are legit talking about them getting Jonathan Taylor. And just thinking about the memes talking about, do we have the Taylor Swift backfield? Oh. Huh. No. 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 Nope. He ain't gonna be an Eagle. Nope. But anyways, yeah, I was gonna look at Harrison Bader. Bader. By the way, speaking of bats, Hunter Renfroe and Randall Grichuk. No, yeah, Hunter Renfroe, yeah, and Grichuk both homered recently. And remember, I wanted Grichuk in the trade deadline. I would take him. He'd be a good bench bat. Be better than Miles Straw. I feel like if we do claim anybody, it's going to be like a pitcher. If we claim anybody at all. Baby, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't get too far ahead like that. Yeah. So let's see. I don't. Is he still on the Yankees in here or no? Bader. Ha ha ha. He's outfield. So let's go outfield. Wait, what? They don't have. Like, it doesn't even show his player. What? You can't even search up for a player. That's what sucks. How about we go? I was looking for freaking Harrison Bader's stats, but I can't look him up. I mean, he stinks. We already know that. But Straw's literally the worst in OPS. That's how ass he is, dude. He stinks. He stinks. Stinky. He stinks. By the way, Hunter Renfroe, OPS of 738. 18 home runs, 56 RBIs. Straw does have 25 RBIs, but one measly home run. Whoop de freaking do! And then the other guy, Gritchuk, I don't even think is in here either. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God, I can't find him. He's not in here, I don't think. Let's look at home runs. This is always fun. Oh, here's Bader. Yeah. Let's see how Bader has been doing lately. 68 hits, 11. 7 home runs, 37 RBIs, 239 average. All right, in his last 7 games, he's batting 100. 20 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 6 Ks, and 2 walks. He fits right in. Yeah, he would fit right in. Yep. He would fit 100% right in on this team. Without a doubt. Yep, he would fit right in. Now, what about the other 2? Okay, let's look at outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Let's look at Hunter Renfroe real quick here, and then I'll look at Gritchuk after. And then, of course, I'll get to... By the way, Gaddis is now 2-1. Yeah, Gaddis 2-1, 4.85 ERA. Lopez 9-7. I already went through that. But for today's game, pitching wise, yeah, Bybee 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. Yeah, 8 Ks, 3 walks. Gray 7 innings, 3 hits, 5 Ks, 1 walk. The win went to Stefan, 6-4, believe it or not, 2.78 ERA. Pagan took the loss. He's 5-2. 3.39 ERA, and Clase nails down his 36th save of the year. Now looking at Hunter Renfroe, who could be an option. In his last 7 games, 21 at-bats, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 dinger, 4 RBIs, 4 walks, 4 Ks, no stolen bases, batting .238. 15 games, 45 at-bats, 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 dingers, and then he has 3 dingers in his last 30 games. He has 19 home runs overall. Oh yeah, we would turn him into a stud. I'm actually joking. Actually, I'm not even joking. Read through Twitter, make sure I didn't miss anything, because you never know. Carl Hagelin retired. Wow, that's tough. Oh well. All right, so Guardians take 2 of 3 against the Twins, 64-70 on the year, and we're now 5 games out of first place. So now let's talk about this series coming up against the Rays. Now, lucky for us, we have an off day tomorrow, so we can at least relax for a day. And I'll tell you one thing, off days are infinitely better after a win. Because if you lose, it festers for a whole nother day. Whereas if you win, don't. 239, 7 homers, 37 RBIs. Isn't tomorrow last day for playoff roster? Yeah. That's why waivers are tomorrow. So if you're claimed tomorrow, which I'm sure these players will be claimed, I'm sure they will. I doubt any of them will just elect free agency. I'm sure they're going to be claimed. They will be eligible for playoffs. Yeah. And then the rosters expand. So, who knows who we're going to bring up when rosters expand. But Friday, the Guardians will have Cal Quantrill back on the mound. Yay! I can't freaking wait. Now, if you'll excuse me, I will go jump out my window. But no, for real. Cal Quantrill back on the mound after missing a while with an injury. I can only imagine who they're going to send down for him. Logan? I don't think they're going to do that to Logan again. Hopefully they learned their lesson from the last time they did that. Logan literally he didn't get DFA'd. He got sent down for Cal. Cal came back, pitched like 2 horrible games, got hurt, and now he's back. And he gets to face the Rays. Yay. But anyways, Cal's 2-6, 6.45 ERA, 38 strikeouts. He's been out for a long time. And actually, none of these guys on the Rays have actually done anything against him. Now, I mean, if you really want to look at his recent starts, I don't know why you would want to, because they stink. I mean, he's literally lost his last 3 games. He literally has had 3 games in the last 2 months. He's pitched 1 game a month. Technically. May 30th against Baltimore. 4 1/3. 8 hits, 8 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks. 1 month later against Chicago. 3 1/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. And then what? He actually got another start out of that. Remember, against Atlanta. Took an L. 4 1/3, 11 hits, 5 runs, 3 Ks. Can you say ass? I don't know what happened to him, but he stinks this year. I just don't understand what happened. Like last year, he was 15-5. Look what happened! Heck, even 2021, he was 8-3. Again, what happened? Just see the complete inflate of his ERA. Like, what did he do? Does he just suck this year? Is it that damn WBC curse? Because I've noticed that's struck a couple people this year. Trey Turner, most notably. Although he snapped out of it. Cal hasn't had a chance to snap out of it because the dude can't stay healthy. But anyways, Cal Quantrill will be on the mound for game 1 of the series. This game is on Apple TV Plus, so I will not be able to watch it. So, you don't have Apple TV Plus? No, believe it or not. So I'll probably just be listening to it on the radio, most likely. Move to this 10th seed in the AL division, 64-70. We own the tiebreaker. Yep, over the Angels right now. Yeah. We've only faced them once, though. Should have swept those guys, but we lost one of them. Because of bullpen. So that's game 1. We'll see who the Rays put out there. I have to check ESPN to see who they've pitched recently. How ironic would it be if we faced freaking Savali again? Oh, gosh. Now for game 2 on September 2nd, I obviously will not be streaming this game either because I will be doing the Buckeyes. Hope you guys tune in for that. 6:10 p.m. It'll be Logan Allen against, to be decided, 6-7 record, 3.61 ERA for Logan. And we look again at what he's done this year. I think he's been up and down, to say the least. He's cooked NL Central teams. That's for certain. He has absolutely barbecued those teams. Now, of course, they've never faced Logan, so we'll see how that goes. And then the final game of the series, I assume, will be somebody new because Syndergaard's not here no more. It will be, who is it going to be? Curry, of course. 3-3, 4.10 ERA for Curry. Yeah, I think if they do claim anybody, it's probably going to be like Raylo, because Raylo could just go into the bullpen. I don't know I don't know, because it depends on what happens with Gavin. I don't think they claim anybody, to be honest, but we could be surprised. Against Curry, Paredes has a home run, 2 RBIs. Diaz has an RBI, and that is it. So, not a whole lot of action against our pitchers, and we have no idea who the Rays are going to be sending up. No idea at all. So, with that, let's see if ESPN has an answer for us. Kevin Cash being petty again. Kevin Cash is being like 100% petty here with these with this, because he doesn't want us to know who he's pitching. I can't do the stat muse stuff if I don't know who he's pitching. Okay, so yeah, Saturday 3:30 p.m. on CBS. All right, so let's go to the Guardians here. So glad we freaking won this game today. And you notice, where's Scott at? I mean, he's probably doing something, but that's just funny. Scott was in here after that game 1. Not in here now. Obviously, I know he's not, just hiding. He's probably doing something. Scott's not one to, shy away after that, but it's just so funny. It's like, where's Scott? Scott, where are you? Scott Skogberg, where you at, buddy? I'm trolling, obviously, but yeah. Oh, man. Must be fun being a Minnesota sports fan. They have dealt with as much pain and suffering as we have. Think about it. The Twins they've won a World Series before, but it's been forever. The Vikings have tormented their fans for years with chances, and then they failed. And then the Wild they haven't done anything. Minnesota FC has been around for a couple of years. They look decent. But, if you're out here relying on your soccer team to give you success, you're down bad as a sports city. You're down pretty bad. So, ESPN. Okay, so it'll be Glasnow against Allen. Oh. Really got to face freaking Glasnow. Are we serious? And then Littell against Curry. Oh, and guess what, everybody? We essentially get a rerun of what we just saw the last 2 days against the Twins again. Except guess what? We get Cal Quantrill against Joe Ryan. Of course. Of course. So we'll see about Gavin, though, because I don't know how is Gavin going to be good to go for this next game? He should be, but who knows? So let's look at Tyler Glasnow against the Guardians. Of course, we've only faced him a couple of times, mainly because of his injuries. He's been injured a bit. He actually made his return against us right before the playoffs last year. Never forget that he was supposed to be a Pirate, but the Pirates traded him, Shane Baz, and someone else for Chris Archer. And Archer turned to freaking mush. So Glasnow's actually 0-2 against us in his career with a 2.12 ERA, 12 Ks, and 3 appearances. Of course, his last appearance was when he first came back off the injured list. Went only 3 innings, 2 hits, 11. He gave up a home run to freaking Arias. It was a freaking nuke. Did we win that game or no? I think we did. Yeah, we did. We won 2-1. And it was on a single by Ahmed in the bottom of the 10th that scored Oscar. Yeah. The pitching matchup for that game was, of course, Tyler Glasnow versus Tristan McKenzie. So, yeah. Should be a fun one, though. I think Logan can put up a good fight as long as he gets run support. That's the only thing. He needs to get run support. Otherwise, he stinks, obviously. Zach Littell. I don't think we've ever faced him. Zach Littell. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Oh, he's actually 3-0. Wow. Mainly as a reliever, of course. Mostly with the Twins. He faced us last year with the Giants. And, yeah, only faced 2 batters. So, yeah. He's mainly been a reliever. So, 3-0 with no ERA and 5 Ks. So, he'll be starting the final game, or the final game of the series against the Rays on Sunday. So the way I see it, I'm probably going to be streaming that game. So that should be fun, enjoyable. Yeah, I'll get to watch Curry get crushed. No, watch, I say that. Watch Curry actually have a masterclass. That would just be our luck. Now, after that, we have, of course, Minnesota, and then a 4-gamer against the Angels. Now, what's interesting is Giolito is supposed to pitch in that series, but he's on waivers. So he's probably going to get claimed. How funny would it be if we claimed him and we pitched him against the Angels? Giolito in the Guardians pitching lab would be illegal. It would be illegal. Like, seriously, imagine at the very end of the year, we're trying to make a playoff push. And we got a rotation, a fully healthy rotation, hopefully, of a freshly returned Tristan McKenzie, Shane Bieber, Lucas Giolito, and then I'm going to assume Tanner Bybee and Gavin. Yeah. Imagine facing that rotation in the playoffs. Like, seriously, imagine, like, we slip into the playoffs somehow and we get Giolito and the poor saps who have to face us in the first round get to face off against Bieber, McKenzie, Giolito in the freaking in the wild card. No, actually in the wild card round, I would be a troll so hard. I wouldn't pitch those guys in the wild card round. Hell no. I would pitch Gavin, Tanner, and probably Cal or something. I don't know. I would pitch our rookies on that for the wild card round. Why? So you can save your big guns for when it really matters. Right? But crazy dog. What if you don't make it? Well, that's tough. Especially considering Gavin and Tanner have been amazing. Although Gavin did have an injury bug bite him, but hopefully the bug doesn't bite too hard and it's just, being precautionary. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll be very interested to see who gets claimed of the group. I forgot Rick Mahorn from the Detroit Pistons ended up going to the 89 Timberwolves team. Wow. Yep. But yeah, we'll see if anyone gets claimed. If the Guardians claim any of those guys, I'll make a video for sure about it. You already know how I do. But well, we'll see what goes down. And I'm sure they're going to get claimed. Not sure who will claim them, but I'm sure they'll get claimed. So, actually, I don't know if I have the waiver wire order. I could look it up for you guys if you want, and we can go through it. Okay, I'll look it up. Let's look up the waiver order, and let's go through it together here. Because I'm bored. I got nothing better to do. Why not? Why not? There's no time limit on these. I could go for 3 hours if I really wanted to. But I know you guys don't want that, so yeah. Okay. So let's do this real quick. Okay, let's go to MLB. MLB. Get through all these highlight clips and stuff. K-pop. Yeah, how about no? Who will win the AL West? Don't care. By the way, right now, if the playoffs started today, Houston would face Minnesota, Tampa would face Seattle, the Giants would face Milwaukee, Philly would face the Cubs in the wild card rounds. Houston, Minnesota winner would face Texas. Baltimore would face Tampa and Seattle winner. Philly, Chicago Cubs winner would face the Braves. And then the Dodgers would face either the Giants or the Brewers. So, yeah. All right, we should be. I could have sworn they were in here somewhere. Or isn't it the MLB on Fox page? That might have been who sent it. Yeah, that looked like a MLB on Fox graphic, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think that might have been. Oh, boy. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Uh-huh. Wow. Okay, where to go? Here it is. All right. So let me get the waiver order for you guys here. Okay. And we'll go over what teams I think could claim some of these guys. So let's take a look at the waiver order here. Let's pull it up here. Okay, here's the waiver order. Okay, make it minimum so we can all see it together. There we go. All right, so here's the waiver order. So you look at the teams ahead of us. None of them are contenders. We are the best team that is on the upper half of the waiver order. We're technically still in the hunt for our division. So, and judging by the fact that the Guardians weren't afraid to go out and snag a Ramon Laureano and get Cole Calhoun, tells me that they could very well be active in the waiver order tomorrow. I don't think they're going to claim multiple guys. They're probably just going to claim one. If they do claim somebody, it's probably going to be an arm. But if they were to go with a bat and an arm, that would be cool. I don't think they're going to do that though. I think they're most likely going to get someone like Cookie Carrasco, just because that'd be good sentimental. He's an innings eater, and he's kind of booty this year, but it would just be good to see Cookie back on the mound for the Guardians again. You know, to wrap up his career. His career is rapidly coming to a close. He's probably going to retire in the next couple of years, if that. Maybe even after this year with how it's been going. But if we do go with a pitcher, Giolito would be a hilarious troll. It would be the biggest troll job ever to get freaking Giolito, knowing damn well that he was a rival at the beginning of the year, and to have him pitch for us by the end of the year. I'd be like, okay, this season is officially on some major narcotics. Like, seriously. But yeah, most likely I could see like Carrasco or someone like that coming here, being claimed by us. Although I don't even think anybody's going to claim Cookie, to be honest. He's cooked, unfortunately. Now, if we were to go for a bat, I'm thinking Renfro or Grichuk. But we'll see. What about Bader? Bader wouldn't be bad, but he's a douchebag. So I don't know if that'll work. I don't think we want that in our locker room. Oh, yeah, Mike Clevenger's out there. I'm not even thinking about Clevenger. He's an ass. Just like freaking Bader. I don't think the organization wants him back on our team with all the youngsters we have. He's a bad influence. Besides, his homeboy, freaking Trevor Bauer, isn't here no more. And neither is Zach Plazak. Or technically, Zach isn't here, but he's in the minors. He's not in the majors anymore. I don't want that freaking hippie-looking dude on my team anymore. He stinks. I used to love it, but now he's a douchebag. I don't like him anymore. So with that being said, guys, that's going to wrap it up. We'll see how this series goes against the Rays. I might stream on Sunday. We'll see, though. But don't be surprised if I don't stream at all. I don't usually stream on Sundays, but we'll see how we do in the first 2 games. That'll probably determine if I stream on Sunday. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to head out and probably get me something to eat for dinner or whatever. I don't know. Might just relax and watch some TV, whatever. See if anything else happens in the NFL. But yeah, also be sure to check out my video I posted right before I went live. Talked about the practice squad moves that we made, and also the guy that we claimed off waivers. And we are now officially less than a week away from it being game week. Hopefully see you guys later. Go Guardians. Crazy dog. I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah. Tanner baby. Cole Calhoun. Bye, guys. Thank God it's an off day tomorrow. And thank God we won.